What's up, guys? About another video. All right, so what I want to talk about today is the CTPs. As you know, we got the second slot open for any characters for the CTPs. All right, and with that being said, there are a few players that could do dual game modes, PvE and PvP. So we have Wolverine, which is a PvP meta. He can also do some PvE content. We have, who else do we have? We have Mephisto, which he's mainly PvE, but he can do a little bit of PvP as well because he does have Revive. Null could do a little bit of PvE content as well, but he's mainly for PvP. So there is a little bit of double dipping now with these characters, and especially, let's see who else could do. Hulk could do a little bit of PvP, like for Otherworld Battle. If you want an AC, you feel a little froggy with that one. And there are some more. Where is Ghost Rider? Okay, Ghost Rider. Definitely Ghost Rider, because if you have his artifact, which is the undead passive, he can do some PvP as well in TBA. So with that being said, I have two characters that has two CTP slots. Alright, so first off we have Ghost Rider. And as you can see, I have two CTPs. I kept the Mighty Rage for PvE content. And then for PvP, I gave him a Mighty Conquest. So it is just like the ISO 8 set where you have 3 slots. Now the custom gears have 2. Or as you can see, the Mighty Rage is for PvE content. And when you hit the 2, the Conquest is for PvP. So, how you set these is, as you can see, the little icon right here to the bottom right. You want to hit that. It's kind of like your card deck. You'll have your PvE set right here, like Zombie Mode, GBR. Let's see, Shadowlands Story Mode, World Boss. That's your PvE content. PvP. You got Alliance Tournament, TBA, Alliance Conquest, Otherworld Battle, Timeline. That is your PvP set. Alright, so the first set is PvE. The second set is PvP. So it's just like your card deck. You have two card decks set. Alright, so both of those are ready to go. So if I'm using Ghost Rider in PvP, then he will be using a Mighty Conquest, and in PvE he'll be using a CTP of Rage. So that is how that works. Like I said, I have two characters, and the other one is my Wolverine. I have the Brilliant Energy for when I was running Kang, so I finally got done with those, thank gosh. But he can still do a little bit of PvE content as well, like World Boss Legend Plus. So I just kept the energy on him, and then just opened up that second PvP slot and gave him back the Mighty Conquest for when I'm using him in Timeline Battle, TBA, Otherworld Battle, and Alliance Conquest. So I've been wanting this for a while anyway. So kind of glad we got it now in the game. It's not going to make or break the game anyway. So glad we got this, especially for certain characters. Having to like go back and forth between PvE and PvP, spending a lot of crystals just to get just to use a certain CTP. So I'm kind of glad we got this now in the game. It is expensive, so it will cost you 1,000 crystals just to do this. Like for example, Cyclops, he's a support character, but he is also a damage dealer. So if you wanted to, as you can see, I have a Mighty Liberation. And if I wanted to, just open up that second slot and unlock it for 1,000 crystals. And I could give him a Mighty CTP of Rage and use him like that. So that's how that works. But if you only have one CTP required on each character, it will use for both PvE and PvP. So there is that. So that is how the dual CTP slots work. So like I said, it's only certain characters that you can use in both game modes. So Wolverine and Ghost Rider were like my number 1 and 2, really. In which I never used Ghost Rider in PvP. For a little bit I did, but I just kept the rage on them. But now, since I have the 2 CTP slots, there was a perfect time to give him a conquest for that game mode. Other characters that could probably use the slots, let's see. Yeah, any character, they don't have to be tier 4 to do this. So that is perfect. So let's say there's nobody else that could do that. Besides, you can do that with Black Bolt. I have a rage on him, and you can give him a support CTP for like ABL for that 1 day of Inhumans. Who else? There's other characters that you could definitely do that for. Magneto, you can give him an insight or a liberation because of his leadership. So there's different stuff for different content for different characters, but it's up to you. But just wanted to show you how that would work. So let me know what y'all guys think of the dual CTP slots. I like it. It comes in handy, especially like for PvP characters that can do a little bit of PvE. So let me know what y'all guys think. Smash that like button and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.